Hello everyone, Big Clinky here, just giving an update on the current situation. In short, at the moment I'm really not in the state to make videos, both hardware-wise and mentally. So let me just explain what's been happening. Last week, I decided to take my laptop to a repair place because everything seemed to be running very slowly and was crashing all the time. Sure enough, turned out that the hard drive was failing. Thankfully, though, they were able to salvage all the files, but I did see this coming. You know, when your luck is as abysmal as mine, you have to prepare for this to happen, and I did back up everything useful. So I still have most of my files. Thing is, though, it didn't keep actual, software files, so I had to go and re-download everything. Most of the stuff is fine. I've got the 3DS capture, I've re-downloaded Fraps, I've got my capture device for the Elgato Game Capture HD, I've got the program for that installed, my microphone and headphones are working, I managed to get everything back and installed, except for the one thing, and that one thing is the most vital of all, my editing program. Naturally, the one part of my editing program's box that I did not find was the CD key, so I could not install it. So I was without an editor. Now, in some ways, this might have been a blessing in disguise, because that was a terrible editing program. It was PowerDirector 8, and it's now up to 15. The problem is, without that, that was pretty much what I used for editing videos, and it may have been a terrible editor, but I made it work, and I was very set in my ways. Learning a new editor is going to be extremely difficult and time-consuming, and also incredibly stressful, especially if I'm just constantly just buzzing to get videos out for you guys. So, I've been trying a free editor called Lightworks. It seems to work kind of okay. It's very finicky, and its maximum quality is only 720p. It can do 60 frames per second, though, unlike my old editor, and it is much, much more effective than my old editor at doing split-screen footage for the 3DS. I can actually save the crops as a template, I can have two separate video tracks, so I can actually render it all as one video instead of having to render it twice like the really dodgy jury-rigged solution that I had before. I might upload a few test videos just to see how things look. The one problem is that the actual layout... The layout of it, it's kind of hard to get it consistent with my old layout. I tried one, and the bottom screen ended up being too big and the top screen too small. I've been trying to recreate the layout as close as I possibly can, but it's very, very difficult, if not impossible. So, the problem is that I'm currently in the middle, or well, not in the middle, I'm right at the end of Fire Emblem Fates, and suddenly having the layout change this late in just does feel a bit weird, but I hope you guys can bear with that when I get around to continuing that. I also have another secret project that I can't say much about that I've already recorded quite a bit of, and that's going to be a little awkward if it also has to change the layout mid-project, so I hope people can understand that, but anyway. The real problem at the moment, though, is I thought that just as an other option, I could go ahead and download a free trial version of PowerDirector 15 just to get back into familiar territory, but for some reason, the free download failed for me. I have no idea why, but, you know, that's just me. I have awful luck. So, yeah, I'm not feeling very good at the moment. Just, in addition to all of this, I've been really stressed out at home as well. Not to mention, having to bring my laptop in and stuff like that. Also, now my cat seems to be sick, so... Ever have those times in your life when you just feel like everything's falling apart? That's me at the moment. I'm just so depressed right now, and I just really can't make videos at the moment. I'm gonna have to take an indefinite hiatus, and it's kind of a shame because I normally really enjoy doing this, but It's just, the situation's got to the point where I just can't go on like this. I'm getting too stressed. I'm on the verge of a complete and total mental breakdown. I just have to give it a rest for a while. So I'm really, really sorry, everyone, but that's just the way that things are going to be. I'll probably be uploading a few test videos with a few new editors. I found a few free ones that are apparently quite good. I'll just have to test out how they work and see if I can get them working. But until then, there will be no videos for a little while, and not at least until I'm feeling better. Hopefully this cat thing will end well. I just can't handle all the stress at the moment, so yeah, I'm gonna have to take a bit of a break. So I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry that you have to hear me like this, but I hope to see you back here on this channel soon.